Hello there, it's night flying season, so I'm heading off from Red Hill to Lydd to do some circuits after dark.
But as we'll discover, not everything on this flight goes quite to plan.
Golf Oscar Romeo, request landing. I've got a low volt warning light on.
Oscar Romeo, clear to land runway 03, surface wind 3405 knots.
Clear to land 03, Golf Oscar Romeo.
More of that in a moment. I've been flying Golf Oscar Romeo for 3 years now, and this trusty PA-28 has done me proud, but the time has come to move on.
So I'm selling my share in Golf Oscar Romeo. This is a bittersweet moment because this aeroplane and I have had some amazing adventures together. But it's time to try something new. I want to fly something faster and make sure I don't stop learning.
I'll be setting off on my flight to Lydd momentarily, but first I wanted to offer you the chance to fly the best known PA-28 in England.
If you're looking for your next adventure in aviation, perhaps you'd like to consider buying a share in Golf Oscar Romeo. It's had a new engine about a year ago, only 100 hours on it or so, a new propeller not that long ago, so there shouldn't be any nasty surprises for some time to come.
It's certified for IFR flight with a GNS 430 WAS GPS transceiver, so RNAV and LPV approaches are no problem. The Garmin GNC 255 is a joy to use. We have Pilot Aware for traffic information and conspicuity, along with a GTX 330 extended Squitter transponder. So you're transmitting ADS-B as well as Mode Sierra and Charlie.
I've flown this aeroplane in France, Italy, Croatia, Austria, Germany, Belgium and the Netherlands. It's been extremely safe and reliable. Owning a share in an aeroplane is a great idea if you fly regularly. There's great availability, there are flexible rules, and you can take the aeroplane away for many days at a time on long trips.
Oscar Romeo is an equity flying group, which means you put in a sum of money up front. These aeroplanes are increasing in value, so you should get the money back when you decide to sell and move on. We pay a monthly fee to cover hangarage, insurance and other costs, then an hourly rate to cover maintenance and the engine fund.
This probably isn't the cheapest PA-28 you'll find, but it's in good nick, and we're charging ourselves realistic and prudent fees. That way we can guard against defects, pay for upgrades and make sure we have enough money in the bank when the time comes to overhaul the engine again.
Go to my website for the details on the share and get in touch if you're ready to take your next step.
You're probably wondering what I'm going to be flying next. Well, that's for another episode. Right now we better set off for Lydd before it gets dark.
Trim is set for takeoff, throttle friction nut tight, mixture is rich, magnetos on both, master switch is on, pitot heat,
Clear takeoff, Golf Foxtrot X-ray.
primer in and locked, fuel pump on.
It's rare that I have the time to practice my night flying.
So we're going off on a night flight. I want to be off in the next 10 minutes, so that will give me half an hour of the sun going down. Golf Oscar Romeo, ready for departure, Bravo 2.
Golf Oscar Romeo, line up runway 25, Godstone departure, not above 1,400 feet.
Line up 25, Godstone departure, not above altitude 1,400 feet, Golf Oscar Romeo.
Golf Oscar Romeo, runway 25, clear takeoff, wind 340 degrees 3 knots.
Runway 25, clear takeoff, Golf Oscar Romeo.
Flying at night can be spectacular. The sunset's simply awesome. I don't have the night rating to make active use of it because it carries additional risk, but it's a useful skill to keep current in, just in case you're delayed down route and have to come back in the dark.
We just orbited for a search and rescue helicopter. I had right of way, but he's a Class A aircraft, so might as well give him the head start. I think he's faster than me anyway, in fairness. Golf Oscar Romeo, bound Beach Reservoir, request frequency change, Farnborough radar 123.225.
Golf Oscar Romeo, squawk 7000, free call Farnborough.
Squawk 7000, goodbye Golf Oscar Romeo.
During the winter, Red Hill isn't open for night flying, so I'm heading to Lydd.
So sunset is in 25 minutes from now. So we'll get a few circuits in before that. Visibility is pretty bad. It's going to close in further as the evening goes on.
The plan is to fly my circuits during sunset and gradually acclimatise to night flying, as it's been a while since I've practiced this.
Good approach, good evening, Golf Bravo Hotel Oscar Romeo inbound.
Golf Bravo Hotel Oscar Romeo, Lydd approach, pass message.
Golf Bravo Hotel Oscar Romeo, PA28, Red Hill to Lydd VFR, 15 miles northwest, altitude 2,200 feet, 1018, with Mike inbound for circuits, please.
Golf Oscar Romeo, report 4 miles to the overhead, runway 03 right-hand circuit, QNH 1018, squawk 7066.
Report 4 miles to the overhead, runway 03 right-hand circuit, QNH 1018 and squawk 7066, Golf Oscar Romeo. Pass quite a lot of information there, don't they? So right-hand circuit 03, so that's what we expected to the southeast of the aerodrome. We'll go over the threshold of runway 21 and then downwind, but cutting in on base leg at the end of the runway threshold to avoid the Dungeness nuclear power station. All going well so far, the sun's still up.
Golf Hotel Lima, close land, runway 03, surface wind 360, 5 knots.
Close land, Golf Hotel Lima.
Golf Oscar Romeo, 4 miles northwest.
Golf Oscar Romeo, report overhead, runway 03.
Port overhead 03, Golf Oscar Romeo.
Undercat 1 X-ray Papa, back to
Fuel, radios,
Charlie, and park with the Marshall
engine
Nathan
temperature
Delta.
pressures.
Backtrack.
Direction indicator, altimeter 1018.
Left undercat 1 X-ray Papa.
03 is that way. Mark it on there. So in the event of a go around, it's a right hand circuit. Golf Oscar Romeo overhead for runway 03.
Golf Oscar Romeo, report downwind right hand, runway 03.
Report right hand, downwind right hand 03, Golf Oscar Romeo. Golf Oscar Romeo, right hand downwind 03.
Golf Oscar Romeo, report final number 1.
Report final number 1, Golf Oscar Romeo. Brakes, undercarriage mixture, fuel, landing lights. Left tank now.
Hello again, November 33, November Whiskey. Information Mike, QNH 1018, request taxi for departure back to Nottingham 2 POB.
November 33, November Whiskey, Lydd approach, taxi holding point Charlie, runway 03, QNH 1018, squawk 7066.
Taxi Charlie, QNH 1018, squawk 7066, number 33, November Whiskey.
Lydd approach, good evening, Golf Alpha Romeo Oscar November.
At this point, as I'm on a tight right base, an aircraft makes its initial call inbound. It leaves me anxious because I haven't been cleared to land yet.
Romeo final 03.
Lydd approach, pass your message.
Golf Alpha Romeo Oscar November, Piper 22 called from Echo Golf Bravo Whiskey VFR. Position is
Get ready to go around.
nautical miles northwest of Lydd at 1,400 feet, QNH 1018. For landing, I have information, Mike, understood, runway 03, right-hand circuit.
Golf Oscar November, information just changed now, QNH 1019, a report overhead, runway 03, right-hand circuit, squawk 7066.
QNH 1019, roll report overhead. Run right and downwind, then for runway 03, not transponder requested. Golf Oscar November.
Golf Oscar Romeo going around.
Golf Oscar Romeo, Roger, QNH 1019, a report overhead. Report downwind.
1019, I report downwind, Golf Oscar Romeo.
2 circuits later and I'm settling into the flow. The sun is slowly retreating. But there's a problem I haven't spotted yet. My low volt warning light is flashing. It's indicative of some kind of electrical fault, and you really don't want to be without electricity when you're flying at night.
Golf Oscar Romeo, right hand downwind 03.
Oscar Romeo, report final becoming number 1.
Report final, number 1, Golf Oscar Romeo. Brakes, undercarriage, mixture, fuel, landing light, carb heat. These lights working? I can't tell.
Even on my downwind check, I don't spot the warning light.
Park on Charlie ramp in the first or second row.
Navigate left via Charlie, embark on Charlie ramp, first or second row, Oscar, Golf Oscar, November.
Slow down to flap speed. 1, 2, trim.
I finally realise there's a problem when I turn on to final approach.
Golf Oscar Romeo, request landing. I've got a low volt warning light on.
Oscar Romeo, clear to land runway 03, surface wind 3405 knots.
Clear to land 03, Golf Oscar Romeo. Alternator's fine. Done it again.
I'd been flaring a bit high and my landings had been a bit firm.
Charlie ramp in the first or second row.
Charlie ramp, first, second row, Golf Oscar Romeo.
When I parked up, I tried to diagnose the problem. The ammeter was showing a positive charge, so I figured I was maybe drawing too much current. I did have the pitot heat on as it was very cold outside.
I think the problem is I had the pitot heat on, and that's drained a lot of power from the battery. If I turn off the extras, the light goes off. We've got a solid current coming into the ammeter, coming out of the ammeter.
After letting the battery charge up for a few minutes, I concluded that I'd simply been using too much juice. With no more warnings, I continued into the circuit.
Golf Oscar Romeo, right hand circuit, clear takeoff runway 03, surface wind 3405 knots.
Right hand circuit, clear takeoff 03, Golf Oscar Romeo. Temperatures and pressures are in the green. Airspeed's alive, we've got 65 now, ease it off the ground. I'm at 80. We've got no warning lights now. Golf Oscar Romeo, final 03, touch and go.
Golf Oscar Romeo, clear touch and go 3405 knots.
Clear touch and go 03, Golf Oscar Romeo.
Despite our earlier drama, I managed to get night current again. I stayed overnight at Lydd before flying home the next morning.
300 feet, car beat away, we've got clearance to land.
Thanks for all your loyal support. Next time I hope to have more news about what I'll be flying next. My paying supporters will be getting a sneak preview soon. Sign up for a subscription on my website. Fly safely, my friends.